back here at Clear Creek this morning. About a week ago I was here with my gold cube and dug over there. It looks like the water level's dropped just a little bit, but I tried digging into this sluice for about 10 minutes and it seemed like I got good results. So came back with just the sluice today. I've added a little bit of low profile V matting to the top, just cut it, super glued it right here at the top. Worked well as an indicator mat last time. Just got this sluice. This is a California river sluice from Geo Sluice mining, and I'm gonna give it a shot today. Let's see what happens. All right, this is a nice looking test pan. Counting at least 21 colors, and many of them are pretty good sized for Colorado. So I am going to start digging. This is right next to the spot where I'm going to set up my sluice, so I'm just going to dig unclassified straight into the sluice from this hole. Just going to get the big rocks, don't have any dirt on them. Easy to fling out, just fling them out before I put them in the sluice. There's gold in the indicator mat. This is after running about an hour of unclassified. You can definitely see we are on the gold. Alright, I decided since I've been running for just about an hour, I'd stick a pan at the back of the sluice and run some material through and see if any gold is getting through the sluice and gets to the pan. Since I've been running for about an hour, there's quite a bit of material in the riffles, and so I figure, if it's going to lose gold, it's probably going to do it now when there's a lot of heavy black sand that's already in there. So let's see what happens. Take this material and pan it out. Okay, well, I panned that out, and unfortunately I am definitely losing gold out the bottom of the sluice. I count about 12 pieces here. Some of them are tiny, but there are a few that are pretty good size. So the question is, what is going wrong and how can I fix this? Alright, so in an effort to change some variables, since I was losing gold, I decided to try running material classified. So I classified down to 1/4 inch. And I'm going to scoop that in. See how this works. I will say, classifying is a bummer. What got me kind of excited is when I ran last weekend, I just shoveled straight into the sluice, and for shoveling for 10 minutes got really an insane amount of gold. And this indicator mat on here it's really good its job. In fact, it's doing its job right now. I've already seen 2 pieces of gold. So I was kind of excited about being able to run a sluice unclassified, because I run my gold cube unclassified. It's just really efficient. Having to classify takes time and extra work, plus you're shoveling each bit of dirt twice. But I kept the concentrates from that first clean out that I ran unclassified separate, so I cleaned that out into a bucket. I'm gonna leave that bucket alone. I'll say, when I did the clean out, it was full of gold. I mean, it was full of gold. So the ponds look really good. So I think what I'll do is when I go home, I'll do the cleanup of that unclassified hour separately and just kind of see what the ratio of lost gold to gotten gold is. I started the timer when I started digging this and classifying, and I'm going to see how much I get from running classified, including the time to classify it and having to shovel dirt into the classifier once and then scoop it into the sluice. So we'll see if it's worth losing some gold in order to be more efficient with how much gold I get per hour. All right, I set up my tailings test again. This time I have classified material instead of the unclassified that I ran last time. But it's basically the same setup. I've been running for an hour. I ran classified material through for an hour. Now I'm going to run through enough that I think it's probably going to be about a pan's worth of tailings. And then I'll pan out the tailings and see if I'm losing gold this way. All right, so the verdict after running 1 hour classified and then capturing the tailings in a pan is I don't see anything here. So looks like the sluice got everything when I ran classified. All right, so here's how easy it is to clean out this California River sluice from Geo Sluice. It's pretty easy. Hold it over a bucket, splash some water, everything comes out in the bucket. All she wrote. All right, I'm back at home. The gold has been weighed up and it's time to see the results. First up, the unclassified run. I shoveled straight into the sluice for 1 hour and got 0.057 grams. Next, the classified run. I fed the sluice classified material for 1 hour. That 1 hour includes the time to dig the dirt, classify the dirt, and then feed it into the sluice. And for that 1 hour run, I got 0.024 grams. First, a caveat, this isn't really a scientific test because each 1 hour run was different dirt, and so it might have had a different amount of gold. Having said that, while I was digging, I felt like I was only running about half as much material when I classified, and the gold totals show almost exactly that. I got about twice as much gold per hour running unclassified versus classified. Now, the classifier that I have is geared towards a pan, not a bucket. So I think if I had one of those bucket classifiers, it probably would be more efficient, but I doubt it's ever going to be able to beat shoveling straight into the sluice. I also, though, lost gold when I ran unclassified. So after running for an hour, I ran for about 12 minutes for the tailing test, and I lost about 12 colors, so about 1 color per minute during that tailings test. My guess is maybe the larger rocks sometimes sink into the riffles and kick out a bit of gold. I mean, cleaning up more frequently would probably help to minimize that, but it would also reduce the amount of gold per hour a bit. Maybe a different setup so the rocks would flow out better, could also help. Running classified, after running for an hour when I did the tailings test, I didn't see a single speck in the pan, so the sluice caught 100% of the gold. So what's the verdict? Well, if you want to catch the most gold per scoop of material, then definitely classify. If, however, you want to get the most gold per hour of digging, then unclassified wins. For me personally, I want to maximize the gold per the time that I'm digging. So I think I'm going to shovel straight into the sluice and maybe do some more frequent cleanups. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed the video, then please click like and subscribe below.